So our next presenter is Dustin Lee, and he was born 1930, the son of two coal mining parents in West Virginia. And they led a real hard scrabble life. And after magically getting cured of black lung, he decided that he wanted to make a difference in everybody else's life in the world, and fast forwarded his life to the modern age, and started up this phenomenal company called Retro Supply Company, which a lot of you probably have this stuff. He's empowering designers to make great design. He's empowering people to realize their dreams and create passive income projects. He is absolutely one of my best friends. He is a great mentor, and he's just a handsome man with a handsome hat. Y'all give it up, Mr. Dustin Lee. You guys hear me okay? Yeah. Alright, so I have a question for you guys. Have you ever felt like helpless in your design work, or like you can't get leverage, or no matter what you do, you can't get traction, you keep trying, it seems like everybody else is, but you're not? Sure. If you raise a hand, if that's you, okay, thank the Lord. Somebody else, raise a hand. Well, that's where I was about 5 years ago. My dad passed away from cirrhosis of the liver, and I started drinking a lot. I was $50,000 in debt, credit card debt. It's just I couldn't get any jobs in terms of graphic design jobs, and I was living with my grandma, which was embarrassing. I mean, I was really embarrassed. I was all the things that make you cringe that you don't want to tell people. That was pretty much me. And I'm curious if you guys have felt this as well. And raise your hand if you have. I would wake up at night like in a cold sweat, thinking maybe like I'm living a pipe dream, like maybe I'm not smart enough or clever enough to be a graphic designer. Maybe other people are, but maybe I'm not. Maybe I'm actually so dense I don't even realize it. That's a really hard thing to raise your hand. Does anyone have a sense of that in some way, have that feeling? Okay, I love you guys. I was worried about that. Okay, so that's where I was. I'm living with my grandma. I'm not making any money. I'm drinking too much. My dad died. I didn't know what I was going to do. I was embarrassed to see my family. And then something that should have been really amazing, good news, became really scary news. And I found out that we were having our first daughter, me and my wife. And for like 30 seconds, it was really amazing. And then for like right after that, it was horrifying, because I think as males, we feel like we're supposed to be providers. And I didn't know how to provide at all. So I decided I needed to do something. I needed to save face. I needed to somehow make money. And really my goal was just to like pay for like diapers or like formula, like just to save face and like make some money. But I had a lot of roadblocks in my way. The drinking, I was having panic attacks. I felt literally like I might be too dumb to actually do this. But I started just doing healthy things. I started running. I started going to therapy for anxiety and things like that. And I started waking up early because I was working on a startup. I was living down in the Bay Area. I was working on a startup that was making $0. Like literally, we weren't making any money at all. And I committed like 50 hours a week with it. So I started going to Starbucks at 4:30 every morning and working for 2 hours on a side project, and that project was Retro Supply. And this was a desperation project. So if you're ever feeling desperate, you know how everyone raised their hands and said, yes, I felt that desperation. Sometimes desperation is awesome, because when you're desperate, you do really crazy shit. Like, I did crazy shit because I didn't really care what designers thought anymore. I cared about like providing for my daughter. I was really fearful about that. So I started making products in the morning for just 2 hours in the morning, and I put them out on Creative Market. Are you guys all familiar with Creative Market? Yeah. Okay, you saw like digital goods on there for designers. So I was putting them out, and I think the first month I made a couple $100. I was getting a little bit of traction, but I wasn't making enough to provide for a family, and I didn't know how long it would last. But I had a business background. I had worked for online business marketing companies, and then I had this amazing epiphany, and Suzanne shared this with me, and this was literally how it felt. So I was looking at the site, and I realized all these amazing designers way better than me were just like putting pictures of just texture pictures, and they weren't showing cool preview images and cool covers. It was just like, they put the texture on the cover and then put it up for sale for like $3. And I thought, this is so weird. Like, you're designers, like, shouldn't you like package this up like you would for a client and make it look amazing? That's just, it seemed like common sense. And so that was kind of the beginning of the idea. And I thought, what if I mix marketing with creativity? I had worked in something where we were very heavy in marketing, building email lists and selling through copywriting and things like that. And I realized, I think we have this feeling as creatives that it's not cool to do business stuff. Like, if you just are creative, like, people should like it and appreciate it. It's kind of like I used to be in a band, and when I was in a band, I felt like that. Like, we felt like, well, we're making great music, people should just love it. But there's nothing magic about design. Design is just like selling cereal or corn or anything like that. You have to do certain marketing tactics. And when you do them, it increases your chances of making money from it. So I started doing that, and I made my first product, and I followed all these rules, and I had what I think of as slot machine day. So I went to the Starbucks, and my phone started beeping, giving me notifications. You know, you get notifications when you get emails. So it started beeping a ton, and I looked at it, and I was like, why is it beeping so much? And I looked down, and every beep was someone buying my product. And it was continuous, like ding, 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 ding. Like, I couldn't believe it. Each of these was like $9 in my pocket. So like, think of it, just imagine ding, 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 ding. I mean, every time $9. It was amazing. So I literally packed up my stuff and I ran home so my wife could hear the dings and I didn't want them to stop. So I got home and showed her, and I was like, you hear that? Like, every one of these things is $9. And by the end of the day, I think I did like $1,400 or $1,500. I mean, I had never made that much money, for a week. It's crazy. So that was like proof of concept, right? Like, that mixing the marketing with the design was like working. So I did that for the rest of the year. Like, it was working. Like, I kept doing it. So my first year turned out amazing. I ended up making $126,000, which was more than I made my entire design career combined. And the thing was that it was all really because of a really simple secret that everyone tends to ignore as designers. And that is that everyone is worried about their own problems. So I noticed with designers go to school and they learn like so much about design. Their clients want to make money from the design, right? The reason clients hire you is because they're hoping you're doing the design stuff that's going to increase their revenue. So you have to think that way when you're selling your posters or your t-shirts or your design goods or whatever it may be that you're doing. So I wanted to share with you the major lessons that year and things that I was applying that was helping me to make that money. So I'm going to go into the direction for it. So lesson one is you have to eliminate your customers' pain. You really have to get outside of yourself and think about what eliminates something really annoying for customers. Not what do I like to do that I can put up online or that I can put on a t-shirt that I think is cool. What do people want that eliminates the pain? That pain might be, maybe you want to sell t-shirts and you want to like express and you want to make money from it. If you want to do that, you can put your art on t-shirts, but that's really hard to sell. But if you make like a really simple shirt, you've seen the shirts that say things like something about HTML or about being a coder. People will buy those all day because it's about them. It's about helping them to say who they are. When you start thinking about them, it becomes really easy to sell. When you start thinking about what can I do that grows myself and my ego, it's really, really hard to sell. And it took me forever to learn that. So, as an example, from my business Retro Supply, forever I'd see like these really cool comic book style like illustrations like on Dribbble. And you'd like leave comments in Dribbble and be like, how did you do that? Like, how did you get those textures? How do you do this? And then it'd be like radio silence. You guys experience on Dribbble? Oh, yeah. Like, what's the font you used? No one says anything, they comments on everything else. You're like, what the hell? Like, just tell me your secrets. So I solved the problem for myself. I want to know how to do that. That's a very annoying and time-consuming problem. So I was like, how do you make registration errors? How do you make halftones? How do you do these textures? Those are all annoying things people don't want to do. It's not fun to do that. But I made a product that did it. I figured it all out. I made videos, and I made textures, and I did all the stuff that no one wants to do to figure that out. And made something that was called the mid-century print pack, so you can kind of see before and after. And this solved that problem. Because like, if you're an illustrator, for instance, you want to draw, you're in the middle of drawing stuff, like you don't want to stop and scan textures and then go research stuff on how to fake a registration error and stuff like that. You want to continue with your drawing. So I would find these gaps where people didn't like didn't like a certain part of the process. And then I would be the one that would take care of that issue, because I figured a lot of these people would rather pay me to solve the annoying problem so they can continue on with the fun part. And that worked extremely well. And it always reminds me of, this is like Office Max or Office Depot, the easy button. Like, people want easy buttons. We all want shortcuts. We all want to eliminate pain. We all want to eliminate stress. We all want to look better in front of our clients and peers. So find highly specific ways to create easy buttons in whatever you're creating. And this can be for selling shirts, posters, digital goods, like I am, really anything. When you're eliminating pain and making things dead simple for people, they will pay you. Like, think about the things that you actually consume. Most of the things that you buy do that in some way. Quick tip that I felt like I just had to throw in when I'm talking about this: if you're not sure what those things are, it's really easy to find out. You can research this by going to social media, blogs, and forums and looking for pain points. Not pain points, pain points. So if you go to like a blog about a certain subject that you're doing, just look for like the comments where people are expressing pain about something. If you keep seeing a pattern of that, that means that it's a problem and someone needs to solve it. Lesson number 2 is sell benefits, not features. Have any of you ever heard that before? It's a piece of like really, really common business advice. And here's how it basically works. So my daughter really wanted lights hung in the backyard, like those little hipster vintage lights that you can hang. I'm talking about. She really wanted those, right? So to do that, we needed to get some equipment. If you tried to sell that equipment by just showing this stuff, like that works. But no one is like, oh man, I really want to be able to like look at like a drill and drill bits. Like, that's not anyone's dream, right? Like, what people really want is the outcome. So these are the features. You get the drill and 7 drill bits, and yellow glasses. But what people really want is this, right? Like, that's why you got the drill. So when you're selling anything, whether it's to a client or to sell digital goods like I am, or to sell shirts, they sell this, sell the lights, or sell whatever the cool thing is that it does, not all the specs of it. No one gives a shit about the specs. Think about what results does your customer like imagine after working with you. Lesson number 3 is no trust equals no money. This is a huge one, and like people assume, well, I can put something up and people will buy it, but that's not true, because the reality is we're all desperately afraid of being taken advantage of, right? Aren't you afraid you're going to buy something online and get burned, and then you won't get your money back? So you have to literally reverse the risk 100%. People have to feel like there's no way that I can lose out on this deal. And there's some ways you can do that. Like, this dude probably isn't going to sell this car. He has untrustworthiness written all over him. So how do you establish trust? Well, I'll show you some stuff from Retro Supply. So one thing is social proof. If I tell you you should buy my stuff, that's awesome, but I have a dog in the fight. Like, I really want to sell my stuff. So like, for all you know, maybe I'll just tell you whatever you want to hear that will make you buy my stuff. So you want to create social proof. So one way we do that is, for instance, we have reviews. And right now we have 1,187 reviews. And they're almost all 5-star reviews. So people can go look at that. It's like over 1,000 people saying that the stuff works and that the stuff is good. And it has nothing to do with me. So social proof is a massive thing. Another thing you can do to reverse risk is offer a guarantee. So when we put back to this slide, you notice I have a better than money back guarantee. Yeah, it's kind of sham. I would say you have a better than money back guarantee. But people really want that. Like, they want to know, if I buy this and it doesn't work, you stand behind your product and you'll give me my money back, or I'll reverse whatever the painful thing was that happened. So I have a better than money back guarantee page. And when you go to it, I talk all about the guarantee, and then you'll get all your money back, you can keep what you got. But I even show proof. So like, I put an email in there. And I highlight the part where I say, you bet, that's what the guarantee is there for. I just issued you a refund. You should receive a notification email any minute. Like, when people see you made the emails, when people see the promise on the page, that's super powerful. And you can do this so many ways. It doesn't have to be on a page made specifically like this. You can say this in a video. You can say this on social media. You can say it however you want. These are all like psychological triggers that are super powerful. So here's some other quick ways to establish trust. Authority figures. So there's people that are heroes that we trust, right? So a perfect example for me is I'll put as seen on my site. And then I'll have as many places as I've been featured. I keep adding to that because each one of those is a credibility indicator. Another example is how many people here know French paper? Right? Awesome, right? Brian French somewhere. Maybe. So Brian French did an interview for us, and we did that because we love Brian French, and it was super cool to have him do it. But he's an authority figure. Like, I think pretty much everyone in this room thinks French paper is awesome. So by having him share his story, he transfers some of his trust to us. Does that make sense? How that work? Okay. Another thing, this is just like a total random thing. Put your face on your site. When you put your face on your site, since I'm not ashamed to put my face up on the site because I'm not going to like pack up my bags and like disappear to like some other country after I sell you something. So put your face on your site. Another thing too is admit your flaws. So when you admit the things that are wrong, people stop assuming you're trying to trick them. People that are trying to trick you don't tend to admit that things could be wrong what they're doing. Lesson number 4 is to study copywriting. You guys, raise your hand if you're familiar with copywriting. Nice. Raise your hand if you do a bunch of copywriting. Whoa, nice, cool. Talk to me after the presentation we're doing here. So what is copywriting? Copyblogger has something I'm kind of paraphrasing. They say the art of writing words that make someone want to take a specific action like buy a product. This is important in all businesses, but particularly online because they can't meet you. Me and you could have a beer and it would be easier for you to sell me something because I can see you in person, maybe I know where your home is. You know, like, it's easier. So, but online you really have to learn copywriting. And it's not complicated, it doesn't take years to learn. It's simple things like making it easy to scan a page. We might all have bachelor's degrees or master's degrees or whatever degrees in design or whatever your major is in. But when you're online, you kind of read stuff like a 4th grader. You notice how everything looks like it's like from a 4th grade workbook when you read like really great websites. It's like really super simple, clean, with colorful illustrations. That's basically what copywriting is. It's making things super clear, it's talking in interesting ways, and it's making it so you can break things down to really simple points. Great example of this, and I really highly encourage you to go to this site, is Saddleback Leather. You guys have heard of that? One of their tags up here. They have the most fantastic tagline, which is fantastic copywriting, and it says everything you need to know about the bags. And that is, and this literally sold me the bag. But fight over it when you're dead. Doesn't everybody want something with a fight over it when you're dead? Like, how awesome is that? Like, to think that it would be that awesome, and I'll tell you what, I own one, and it is like that. And go look at their site, it's like a master course on copywriting, just going through the Saddleback Leather site and seeing how they tell stories and describe products. But you can also see this with record supply. So you'll notice, for instance, it's really easy to figure out what's going on here really quick. This product is called Vector Tone, graphic styles for Illustrator and more. I don't get fancy or clever or anything like that. I just tell you straight up what it is. I have bullet points. I show the reviews. The very first sentences describe exactly what it does. It's a collection of graphic style swatches, actions that make it crazy easy to add half tones and cross-hatching. Like, no mincing words, no being clever. You just want to get the facts out in a way that people can scan on like a 4th grade level. If you really want to dig into copywriting, Dan Kennedy is amazing. He's a little bit ShamWow. He's not a designer guy. He's very much the guy that sends you this stuff in the mail in bulk mailings and sells you stuff. But you can learn a lot from him, right? A couple of his books and really enjoy them. Finally, this one tends to always get overlooked, and I overlooked it too, and I guess it's because I'm an introvert. I don't really like meeting, I like meeting new people, but I'm scared sometimes of meeting new people. So, relationships are essential, and everyone says that, and I always thought it was kind of bullshit. And then I started to have relationships with people and realized how to change things. So I became friends with Chris Spooner. Anyone know Spoon Graphics? A couple people. He has a gigantic blog all about design, and he has like 200,000 email subscribers. So I emailed him and said, I have some stuff you can share with your audience for free if you want. All I ask is that you mention me and give me a link. He's like, great, I don't have to do any work. Like, I take your stuff, give it to everyone for free, you did all the work, all I have to do is mention you. I got hundreds, probably over the years, thousands of subscribers to my email list because of that. I got tons of he's an authority figure, so you transfer that trust to me. And I got tons of customers. So if you can't find customers for what you're doing, go find someone that has a gigantic list and give them cool stuff. And if they like it, they'll share it with people. Another way I did that. By the way, real quick, I've probably made like $30,000 with this guy just by doing this. And it's not because I'm super talented. You guys are all probably way better than I am. It's because I just talked to him. Another thing is I'm on something called the Honest Designer Show. The dude, second from the left, is Tom Ross. He owns a deal site. So I get to select products that I sell, and I partnered with him, and I let him sell them for a discounted price for 2 weeks, and it's done. You can never buy it for that price again. But that was a relationship that has gone on for years, and you know Tom Ross? Yeah, really well. Yeah. I looked at the numbers the other day, and I think every year I make like $50,000 from this relationship with him. Oh, I'm not telling you these numbers because I think I'm badass. I'm telling you these numbers to tell you how powerful like relationships can be. So, and this was just an email. I sent an email to him. There's nothing fancy. You don't need like a template that I give you for writing an email. You write to someone and say, hey, I have this. I'd love to share it with your audience. That's how it all begins. People just want people that are cool and not too pushy and not going to bug them too much, and you would be amazed. Another example, Jason Karn. Some of you heard us on the panel, right? Jason Karn almost quit design, and he had this amazing thing called the lettering library. It was like all these books, he spent like what, $10,000 plus on these rare vintage lettering books. So he came to me and said, I have all these lettering books. And I said, well, I have this really big audience that would love lettering books. So we put them up for sale, and do you mind if I mention about how much? I think we made in a week or maybe 2 weeks, $30,000 from this. So he needed me, but I really needed him, and it worked out. So partnerships aren't just this foo-foo, like, oh, like, it's such a nice thing to have friends. Like, friends are great, and these people are all my friends, but it's really important. To wrap it all up, if you build it, they won't come. You guys recognize that quote? If you build it, they will come. Designers always think if they build it, they will come. They will not come. Like, no one cares. Like, everyone's busy with stuff. The truth is more like, if you eliminate pain, build trust, explain clearly, and make people trust you, then they will buy from you. That's the reality of it. This 100% worked for me. I know it seems like there should be like some secret like trick that if you give me 5 minutes of drinks and like I'm really drunk, I'll like tell you some secret thing that's the real thing that makes like this whole thing all go round. But like, it honestly is all those things. And I guess if I could add one more thing to that, it would be consistency. Most people do it once and then it doesn't work and then they figure out they have a bad idea. Or have you ever done this? You build something and it's like halfway done and then you start to doubt whether it's good or not. And then you let it sit. And like 3 months goes by and you look back at it and you say, I'm gonna do something else. Has anyone else done that? You guys are so honest. I love you guys. That's awesome. I've done that too. Don't do that. Just get the stuff out. Like, people so respect when you actually just get things out. And you'd be surprised. People don't notice the flaws you notice. You sit around this thing and live with it every day. You notice the little things you think are crazy. Like, there was like a spelling error, right? In my presentation. You guys noticed it, but I guarantee you, I see you next year at this conference, you're not going to remember the spelling error. Now you might. If I hadn't mentioned it, you wouldn't remember it. So, if I can do it, you can do it. I didn't go to fancy design school. I'm not a great designer. I just combined marketing and design. So, it all ended up working out for me. Here's my first daughter, Ella. We're at the beach. And she's pretty cute, right? We got out of the $50,000 in debt. Within less than a year, it was like 6 months, out of $50,000 in debt. We bought our first home. I have enough money in the savings to, I wouldn't have to work for years if I didn't want to. I've met amazing people, like Lenny, wherever he is in that shiny, why can't I see that shiny jacket? Oh, there you go. Okay, like Lenny, I've met so many amazing people because of this. So it all turned out really well. And I had a quote, you guys know Joe Rogan?
Yeah.
I just discovered Joe Rogan and I was looking for a quote to kind of wrap this up last night. And he had this quote, I love a success story, but even more than a success story, I like a dude who fucks his life up and gets his life together again story.
Yeah.
I so related to that. I fucked my life up and it turned out okay. So, yeah, you can do it. Thanks, you guys.